Most people think clothing is just about fashion, but some writers believe dressing carelessly revealed something much deeper. The Scottish author Samuel Smiles once wrote, "Cleanliness and order in personal habits are important elements of character." That's a bold claim. If he's right, then the way we dress isn't just about style. It may say something about our character. Because putting effort into your appearance requires a few things: discipline, self-respect, order, and consideration for the people around you. And those aren't fashion traits, those are character traits. Skill matters in every setting, and arguably it should be practiced most where it is expected least, like at home. But its effects are easiest to see in the workplace. There is a psychological tendency called authority bias, where we naturally give more weight to people who appear competent or authoritative. So clothing becomes one of the first signals. Before we speak, our appearance communicates how we see ourselves, how seriously we take the situation, and how others should perceive us too. This can open doors socially and professionally. As Mark Twain famously put it, "Fine clothes open all doors." Now, of course, appearance alone isn't enough. We all know there are wolves in sheep's clothing, people who look polished but have little substance. So the goal isn't to fake competence with clothing, but that doesn't mean appearance doesn't matter. Because when it's used properly, it can reinforce our character rather than replace it. A better way to think about clothing is that it is an outward expression of an inward reality, something we do partly for others out of respect and consideration. As Benjamin Franklin once wrote, "Eat to please thyself, but dress to please others." Interestingly, this is why dressing well at home can actually be more honest than dressing well at work. At work, there are incentives, status, reputation, and advancement. At home, those incentives disappear. If you still choose to maintain order in your appearance there, it becomes something done for its own sake. And there are psychological benefits too. Charles Dickens observed, "Any man may be in good spirits and good temper when he is well dressed." Clothing affects how we carry ourselves, how we behave, and even how we feel, which brings us back to Samuel Smiles' idea that order in personal habits, including how we present ourselves, reflects something deeper about our character. Dressing well doesn't mean blindly following fashion. In fact, Oscar Wilde mocked fashion when he said, "Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months." Fashion changes constantly. Style, on the other hand, develops slowly. Benjamin Ward Richardson described it this way: "Dress is the outward and visible skin of the creature that carries it." In other words, clothing should reflect the person wearing it, your temperament, your values, your way of moving through the world. When style becomes authentic like that, it stops being about impressing people. Instead, it becomes a quiet signal of discipline, order, and self-respect. So when writers like Samuel Smiles emphasized cleanliness and order in personal habits, they weren't really talking about fashion trends. They were pointing to something deeper: connection between outer order and inner character. Clothing doesn't create virtue, but the habits behind it, discipline, respect, attention to detail, can help cultivate it. because sometimes the smallest disciplines reveal who we are the most. I post new videos every single week. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you know of someone who might appreciate this kind of content, feel free to share it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.